Bartlett, 1932. Aim: to investigate how memory of a story is affected by previous knowledge. Bartlett wished to see if cultural background and familiarity with a text would lead to the distortion of memory when a story was recalled. Method: Bartlett told participants a Native American legend called the War of the Ghosts. The participants were British, and for them the story was filled with unfamiliar names, concepts, and the style was also foreign. The participants were allocated into one of two conditions. One group was asked to use repeated reproduction, where they heard the story, and were told to reproduce it after a short while, then to do so again repeatedly over a period of days, weeks, months, or years. The second group was to use serial reproduction, in which they had to recall the story and repeat it to a second person. Results: Bartlett found that there were no significant differences between the ways that the groups recalled the story. Over time, the story became shorter. Bartlett also found that after 6 or 7 repetitions, it was reduced to about 180 words. The story also became more conventional, that is, in line with the British participants' British culture. The participants retained only those details that could be assimilated into the social and cultural schemes of the participants. For example, hunting seals became fishing, canoes became boats. Conclusion: 3 main patterns of distortion were observed. The story became more consistent with the participants' cultural backgrounds, and details were changed unconsciously to fit the norms of British culture. The story was also shorter with each retelling, as participants omitted information which they deemed as not important. Finally, participants also tended to change the order of the story in order to make more sense of it, using terms more familiar to them. Participants remembered the main themes of the story, but changed unfamiliar parts or details to match their own cultural schema.